Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Vans RV-14 build. This is fuel tank video number 5, and we start today by drilling out some rivets and re-riveting the tank Z-braces. These were just a little bit proud of the edge of the Z-brace, and I wanted to make sure they were nice and clean, so that the tank fit into the wing without any, any extra stuff in the way. So I drilled a few out and put a few more in. Then we get on to doing the J-channel stiffeners for the tops of the fuel tanks. I believe we do the left wing or the left tank first, and then come back to the right tank. So you gotta put a single hole with a specific measurement from the end, and then you put the skin into its cradle. Put the J channel into the skin, and then like with the one hole, and sort of like put it in place, sort of like, I don't know, almost like clamp it into place, and then just drill all the way from that hole all the way down to the other side using all the holes. So, oh yeah, I asked my wife to come out and peel the blue off this because she said she would, and then she wanted to, but then she didn't want to, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, so I was also put a rib in, and that's the end rib. I thought that this was going to be easy, but holy crap, those things fit in there really, really tight. And I think it's something to do with, this has been a few days since I did this. It might have been the fluting that I did was not all that great on some of those, so they fit even worse. I got to figure it out eventually. And on the right tank, I think I decided not to do that, that end rib, or any ribs for that matter. So here you go, just going right down the list of the holes. Oh, and you draw a line on it, and you sort of see it through the holes and make sure it stays in the middle of the hole as you go. Because the thing, even though it's a stiffener, it does tend to get a little floppy, considering it's like 4.5, 5 feet long. I think it's 54 inches. Yeah, 54 inches, I believe it was. So, yeah. I was working on the right one there. I don't think that I bring the right skin up, though. Ah, yes. So then you put the baffle in, and you countersink this skin. The trick here is that the skin is too thin to have a properly countersunk -3 rivet, or countersunk 83 rivet. Not the number 83, the letters AD3. So you have to basically deal with the fact that it's got a knife edge inside of it, and you want to countersink them a little bit shallow to minimize that knife edge, and you use the baffle at the back of the tank as a countersink pilot hole to make sure you don't get chatter. It's an interesting process. I did not like doing it because it just felt wrong, but apparently that's what Vans recommends, and everybody that does it is happy. Well, not everybody, but whatever. You can also dimple both, but then you have trouble putting the baffle in, and the baffle is apparently the place that most people have leaks in their tanks, so I decided to follow the directions. Anyway, see you next time. I think I'm probably going to repeat this process for the other side of the left skin and then move on to the right skin. Thanks for coming by.